Tim Walz and J.D. Vance last night had a debate where they essentially had a competition on who can sell out the American people to Israel the most. To highlight how absurd our democracy is, the very first question at the vice presidential debate was whether they will authorize a first strike on Iran by Israel. Literally, the first question was about defending Israel and had nothing to do with the American people. And within the first minute of the debate, Tim Walz was repeating Israeli genocidal propaganda.
Let's keep in mind where this started.
Let's understand how we got here.
October 7th.
On October 7th,
Hamas terrorists.
Hamas, a terrorist organization,
massacred over 1,400 Israelis.
1,200 Israelis. Many of them young people who were simply attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And so absolutely, I said then, I say now. Israel's
ability to be able to defend itself is absolutely fundamental.
Has a right to defend itself. We would.
No, Tim Walz. This did not start on October 7th. This started at the Nakba in the illegal occupation of Palestine. Tim Walz also makes a huge gaffe where he accidentally says the quiet part out loud.
The expansion of Israel and its proxies is an absolute fundamental necessity for the United States.
Tim Walz says the expansion of Israel is an absolute necessity for the United States. Tim Walz made it 100% clear that his priority and the priority of the Biden-Harris administration is to help the Zionist entity achieve their aspirations of building a greater Israel. Tim Walz, in this debate, sounded no different than a standard John McCain Republican. He also bragged about receiving the endorsement of Dick Cheney during this debate.
From Bernie Sanders to Dick Cheney to Taylor Swift, and a whole bunch of folks in between there. And they don't all agree on everything, but they are truly optimistic people. They believe in a positive future of this country.
Tim Walz is neocon scum and all the liberal propagandists who was decided that Kamala Harris chose him as vice president should never be taken seriously ever again.